Hey, do you like relish? I honestly did not understand what the big deal was until a couple of years ago when I made my own. I've eaten relish from the grocery store and it was okay. I wasn't a huge fan. I thought, I have an overabundance of cucumbers. Let's try this. Let me tell you, I'm hooked. I tried 3 different types. I had a sweet relish, which is really good. Had a dill relish, that was good. But the family favorite by far was a $1 million relish. I'm going to show you how to make that today. Okay, I have cucumbers. Okay, I need 2 quarts. We're very close to it, guys. I mean, this is all I have, so it's what's going to be in there. This is a half-gallon jar, which, guys, 2 quarts equals a half-gallon. So I'm going to cut. These are already washed. Okay, so I'm going to cut the ends off my cucumbers. Throw them in my bucket there. I'm just going to peel the cucumber peels off because they can be bitter, so we don't want anything bitter in here. And go back. If you missed anything, cut it. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in quarters. Then I'm going to come back over top of my bucket. I'm going to take the seeds out. Now for the next step, you can do one of 2 things. You can physically dice all of these cucumbers into little cubes, or you can take the shortcut method, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, we've got the majority of that out. I have my food processor, and I'm just going to cut these into inch and a half pieces, and we're going to throw them in there. Now, I could fill this up, but I did that on a batch that I made a little bit earlier, and for my liking, they processed a little too finely. So I prefer to do 1 cucumber at a time. That way I keep the right size. Okay, I'm going to put it on pulse, and usually 3, sometimes 4 pulses will get me where I want to be with this. So let's see what this does. 1, 2, 3. And that's what I want. Okay. You see it's nice and chopped. And that would have taken, 5 minutes or longer if you were just chopping it up. I prefer 3 seconds. Do what you want to do. Okay. So I'm putting this in my jar to measure. And I'm going to go on with the rest of these cucumbers until they're all processed. Alright, we've got this filled up now. So now I'm going to put it into a food grade plastic bucket. Honestly, this one came from a local grocery store deli. It had frosting in it. A lot of times they'll give them away or sell them really cheap. So if you don't want to spend a lot of money on a food grade bucket, check out your local grocery store deli or Walmart or a bakery. Just a tip. Okay. Put these in here. Just cucumbers. Okay, there we go. Okay. Next, onto the bell peppers. Okay, the easiest way that I have found to chop a pepper is go right around the edges and skin right around where those seeds are. mean, yeah, you're still going to get a few seeds, but it's nothing like trying to chop down the middle and go through those. Okay, let me throw that over in my trash bucket. Get any extra seeds out. You're never going to get them all out. Or I never get them all out. Okay. Now, I could do this in the food processor, but it doesn't take just a minute to dice up peppers. Like that right there. Okay. With the peppers, I need to have 3 green bell peppers and 3 other color peppers. Theoretically, red would have been the best choice because they're the absolute sweetest, but I don't have red. I have yellow and I have orange. So I'm going to cut up my 6 peppers and then I'm going to put them in the pot with my cucumbers. Our next step is chopped onion. Okay, to be perfectly honest with you, I used all my fresh onions in the last batch of relish. However, when I have extra, to keep them from going bad, I will chop them up and freeze them. So these right here are defrosted onions. I'm just going to take 2 cups out and put them in my relish. And whatever is left over, I will simply put them back in the freezer because they're just defrosted enough to be able to separate. So this goes on top of all those peppers and the cucumbers. And the next step is an easy one. I can get this done really fast. That's simply salt, guys. That's all we're doing. I have sea salt. You could use kosher salt, canning salt, something without iodine in there. You could use the pink salt, okay? It's 2 tablespoons. And we're just simply going to mix it up. Put my lid back on that. Now what the salt is going to do, it's going to pull the liquid out of all these veggies. That way it doesn't water down the brine that we're going to put in there. So mix it up good. We're going to put a lid on it and we're going to stick it in the refrigerator for a minimum of 6 to 8 hours, but overnight or even for a full day will not hurt it. So that's all that we can do on this right now, guys. Just get it in the refrigerator and let that salt do its thing. I did end up letting this relish set overnight. I just had too much going on yesterday evening, about 6 or 7 o'clock, when it was time-wise ready that I could process it. I did have enough actually to make 2 batches of it, so that's what I did. Okay, I'm going to drain it. I'm going to do each batch individually. And with clean hands, of course. Get all of that out. And I'm going to let it drain. And let's get the other one over here. Get those handles out of the way. Okay, we've got that draining. And folks, I also have some pimento peppers that need to drain. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to dump them right on top of this right here because it's all got to drain. Okay. Back to the front to get the next step going. Okay, now this recipe it says you can either use white vinegar or apple cider vinegar. I have 2 batches. And honestly, I'm going to do one with one vinegar, one with another vinegar, and see what our family likes the best. And of course, I will tell you guys what my personal opinion is. Yours may be different. I can only give you mine. While that's draining, I have vinegar. This is a white vinegar. Then I have sugar. I will give you guys the exact amounts of everything in the description box. I have spices. I have crushed red pepper, celery seed, turmeric, mustard seed. Put that in there. And last but not least in this is garlic. You could use fresh garlic, guys, but guess what? I'm not. I prefer to use this, that way it lasts for a good long time. Okay, I need to bring this up to a boil, and while this one's coming to a boil, I'm going to get all the ingredients and duplicate it in this other pot right here. The only exception is I'll have apple cider vinegar instead of the white vinegar. You may ask how I'm going to keep separate what I did. I have 2 different types of canning lids. I have ball lids, cur lids, and I also have the superb lids. So the lids are going to have different writing on the top, and I will make a note of what lid has what relish in it. That way I don't get confused. I mean, I do it all the time. So I'm going to write it down, that way I know exactly what I have where. But I need to get with it and get everything going so it'll be ready to process at the same time. Okay, as you can see, both of our pots are boiling. This one has the apple cider vinegar in there. That one has the white vinegar. These have been draining since right before I started this, so shouldn't have too much moisture left in there. I have been stirring it and trying to mash it a little. One. And there is number 2. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? I think that whenever you process your own food and you sit and you look at it, I understand now why my mom always says, "That's so pretty, that's so pretty," because honestly, I do the same thing. I think it's gorgeous. Of course, I might be biased, but that's okay. So we're going to bring this back up to a boil, and then we are going to turn it down and let it simmer for about 30 minutes. Okay, our timer has just went off. These have been simmering for 30 minutes. Okay. I have these jars in warm water. They're not scalding hot, guys. They honestly don't have to be steaming, scalding, but they're warm. That way they're not going to crack when we put the hot items in the jar. And I also have my water heating up over here. So it's hot, 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 or cold, cold, cold. No matter what you're cooking, what you're canning, that's the rule. Taking this out, I really don't know how many that this makes. My guess is probably 3 or 4 pints if I'm very lucky. And then I'm going to just get some of the juice from here and put in there. Okay, now that is up to that bottom ring right there, which is fine. I'm wiping it off. That way, in case I dropped anything on there, it's not going to prevent it from sealing. Okay. This is the regular with the white vinegar. Okay. And I told you I was making a note. Okay. Plain lids. White vinegar, silver pot, okay? Put that on there. About finger tight. We don't want it tightened too much or it won't seal. Or if it's not tightened enough. Okay. I know that the water needs to be over top of these, folks. I'm not done yet. I need to get all my jars in here and then turn the, or finish filling it up. Another jar. I lost it. Imagine that. Again, we're just going to fill it up, and we're going to top it off with the liquid from the pot. I'll see you whenever I get them in the canner. Okay, as you can see, I have our jars in the canner, and I'm bringing them up to a boil. Once they come up to a boil, they need to process for 15 minutes in just a water bath, and then I'll take them out. Now, I did remember to put my white vinegar in here, and I do that for a very good reason. I have limestone water, and if I don't put the vinegar in there, then I have a ugly white film all over my jars. So, I will see you guys back when these come out of the canner. Okay, the timer just went off on the relish, so I'm going to go ahead and take it out. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. Now, I don't know to tell you, we did a taste test off camera. Myself and Tommy, my cameraman. And I had a change of heart. Before this was cooked, we both tasted of the brine. And he liked one best and I liked the other one best. But, however, after it was cooked and cooled a little bit, because there's always just a little bit left over in the pot, I had a change of heart. So we are in agreement. We both liked the white vinegar better in the recipe. So you may like the apple cider, and that's perfectly fine if you do. But I will be doing the white myself. All of these out. It sounded like we already had one seal over there, so thank you, Jesus, for that. Oh, there's another one. Well, another one. Thank you, Jesus. Looks like we're going to have some relish, guys. This is really easy to make. You know, it just takes a little bit of time. The longest amount of time is that 6 hours to overnight while you're letting it soak, is what I call it. Letting the salt pull the juices out of the cucumbers. But that's it, guys. $1 Million Relish. Hope you liked the video. Hope you try the recipe. Let me know what you think. Oh, there's another one. Thank you, Jesus. Share it with your friends. And I'll see you on that next video.